Hello, and welcome to your new favorite corner of the internet. I'm Coach Jen, and this is Mindset Ninja. I am a Chicago based life coach and mother of two young adults. I'm in my 50s, and I'm here to tell you it's my best decade yet. But the truth is, I never planned to start a YouTube channel. If you'd have told me that, 10 years ago, I would have laughed. But in 2019, I was a single mom of two high school kids, and COVID hit and I lost my job. I was laid off and I was doing like everybody else. So many of us women, especially, we show up for everybody else. And I was kind of quietly ignoring the background noise in my head, full of self judgment and panic. But looking back now, I realized that loss was actually an invitation. Because one thing had always been true about me, all of my friends and family and coworkers and colleagues throughout most of my life would come to me for advice. They would open up to me. I like to laugh and say I was a life coach long before I ever had the title. So I thought, well, okay, what am I going to do next? Maybe I can get paid for this and make a living and a career out of what I had been doing naturally for so many years. So that's really how this work was born for me and why I've decided to start a YouTube channel so that I could share more of this with more people and get out of those Zoom rooms for a change. So I mentioned back in 2020, 2019, actually, my whole life changed. The rug was really ripped out from under me. I had a great, stable, so I thought, job, and I was laid off right ahead of COVID. And I was a single parent of two high schoolers and completely lost and panicked and heartbroken about how I was going to support my family and what my next steps would be. So I leaned into coaching and got certified and decided to be my own first guinea pig. And I just became fascinated by what was going on in my own mind and really passionate about learning more about my brain. And I worked on self-judgment. I was a really expert self-bullier. That was sort of my first work. And worst case scenario thinking. I was a really good catastrophic thinker. I decided everything was going to go wrong and terrible. I was outsourcing my own inner peace to everybody else's opinions of me. And I really just needed to learn that every thought I had in my head was not a fact, that, my thoughts are not true things that are carved in stone. And it was really illuminating. And then I just leaned all the way in and spent the next 6 years coaching my face off. So, why I started this channel is because after having thousands of conversations with clients, it didn't matter the circumstances, those all looked very different, but I kept hearing the same thoughts, the same patterns on repeat. And I realized that this is a universal stuff, and it was time to take some of what I had learned and break it all down into sort of more, sensible real life examples in these videos. So you can learn how to think more peacefully, even when life around you is very loud. Learn how to set boundaries with other people that actually stick, and stop letting the world dictate your emotions. I really just want to talk honestly and have honest conversations about these weird and magical things that our brains do. We are overthinkers, we're ruminators. We hand our self worth to other people. Our brains keep us trapped in guilt, fear, and comparison. We're very harsh self judgers. Sometimes we're harsh judgers of others as well. A lot of us are perfectionists. This is all of that fascinating stuff that our brains do. So here's a big truth that I think we all need to hear. It's not about being harder on yourself or that you need more willpower. And it's definitely not about needing other people to behave differently so we will feel better. It's about our mindset. It's about what's going on in that 6 inches between your ears. What's happening in that beautiful brain of yours? And that's what we're gonna do here together. A couple things this channel is not. It is not rah-rah cheerleading motivational content. I will tell you the truth. Hopefully, I'll make you laugh, but ideally, I want you to think about things in a new way, something you've never thought before. So we are not into magical thinking here. I'm going to share tested tools and strategies that will lead to, oh my God, why didn't anybody teach me this before moments? It'll lead you to a better relationship with yourself and other people. And there's no judgment here. This channel is not about self-judgment or shaming. We're just going to have some honest conversations about how to live a better life. We're going to learn how to stop being bullied by our own minds. So if you're ready to stop fighting with yourself and to really understand your thought patterns in your brain better and drop some of those old negative thought errors and loops, and you just want to find a better way to move forward with your life and to think better, different thoughts that actually serve you, please hit subscribe. And you can, of course, check out my digital courses at mindsetninja.podia.com. I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to my channel.